Hello, welcome to day 2. We've run into more fighting than I would have liked in this video. Let me know if there's something you would like me to try and actively avoid in the future, as well as my yapping about a particular game towards the end. But I appreciate anyone that watched the first video and is following along onto the second day, so thank you. Alright, we're back in. Now, it's been a few days real time, so I can't fully recall what I'm up to. That's okay. We'll just go with the flow and see how it goes. Now I wonder what, I didn't realize I could just walk through that, but I wonder what these bugs are. Okay. They're just nothing, I suppose. That's fine. They can go in there. And Lawrence and Bilbo. I wonder what's going on there. I wonder if they're really good friends. That'd be cute. I remember actually that I want to use the iron and make some good armor. A good pickaxe. And do I have a crafting table? I guess not. Where's a good spot for the crafting table? Maybe right here in the corner. Just get rid of this. Maybe I could put this. Matches the other one. That's cool. Okay. Now, if we look at the chess pieces, there is quite a lot to choose from. Let's see what looks cool. The mercenary looks kind of cool. So previously, I've done the sentinels, but I want to keep an eye on the weight. So this one gives more armor toughness and stuff, and it's the same weight as this light armor. This raider one is less heavy. A gladiator half plate could be really cool. Less protection, but increased strength. Wanderers without a name. Okay. We might be a couple of drifters. Oh wow. A hood and everything. Oh, and there's a helmet. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing one issue about this. And that is wool. Oh, let's go to sleep. Okay. So, I've been curious about a few things. People that watch ASMR, how long do you... Here's another thing I forgot that I should do, is make a backpack. How long do you think a YouTube, like an ASMR video should last? Because like some are not too long, some are super long. So I was just curious, like what's a good length of a video before it's like that's too much. Okay, so I wanted to move in here, but these guys are really loud. That's okay though. I have no idea what those crystals are for, but they're kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, I don't really know what a good length would be. I've had a look around. There's some that are like hours long, like a crazy amount of time must have been put into them, because them themselves are a long time. But there's also some that are quite short, like short and sweet. Now my last one was like an hour and something. You are what I need. My last one was like an hour and something, like an hour and a bit. And I don't know. I want to know if that's like a decent length, or if there's like a sweet spot somewhere that people might prefer. I'm sorry. Wait, why am I killing guys? I need wool. Or I know what I should have done. I should have made some shears with my iron that I have. Bam, bam, bam. That's good stuff. Blocks of iron is even better. So looking back on that first video I did, excuse me, is kind of awkward. I don't know if it's just because like I don't obviously like listen to my own voice typically, so having to watch it back and listen to it is kind of off-putting. And then, you know, I don't listen to much ASMR and stuff, so then having to listen to myself in that context is maybe even more off-putting. Oh, a wizard tower. Is it a friendly wizard tower? I'm gonna hope it is. Some buckets. Some sticks. Cookies. All of that really good stuff. I'll open that seed thing later on. Botany. Fern and apples. Oh, I see some red. Oh, okay. That scared me for a moment. Some fish, pork chops, a spyglass, some bread. Sure, I'll take the wood as well. Oh, a little flutter. Okay, do a quick check around here. It's nothing too terrifying. Okay, we go back down. The top was actually full of ghosts. And there's a boar or something in there. Never break, never wars. A bunch of potions, super strength. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's close that door. Dr. Moody Schnoz. Like a moody nose. I don't know if that's like a British thing to do. Saying schnoz. Like my sister. I call her like... I call her closet. Oh, the trap door there. Oh, that's cheeky. I can't hit him. There's nothing there. Yeah, my range is off. Oh well. I thought I saw something for a minute. Oh well. Wow, cool. This place is actually kind of cool. Maybe in the future, I get a little stronger. I can live there. I should probably make a good idea of where I live. And make a sleeping bag for traveling, actually. And a sleeping bag, it basically just, as it sounds, is like a temporary bed. You just throw it on the floor. It doesn't give you a respawn point, but it will just pass the time to the morning. So I don't have to risk my life whenever I want to venture out. And did I get enough wool? I did not get enough wool. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe I take this Lucard waistcoat and I put it in front of the house. And I name that home so that I know what direction I want to go in. And then maybe going into the town and seeing. So you'll be home. And then maybe I go into town and see. Oh, Bilbo just shut the door on me. Okay, guys, I got some good stuff there. I don't really know what I want to put in there. Maybe the iron. Stuff like that. Oh. We'll just throw everything in for now. Oh, and it's that cool. I actually really like that wizard's tower. I think that's a really cool space. The only issue is like going up and down the stairs constantly is not something I'm a big fan of. And I've actually made shears maybe like a handful of times in my life that I actually didn't know how to make them. Is that embarrassing? Maybe. But now we have them. Now I can go shear some sheep that are hopefully in the village. Okay. I shear sheep. Here's my plan. While you guys listen, I shear sheep. I don't kill sheep. I find them, I make them bald, and hopefully they appreciate that a lot more. Eggs are good. But I want sheep that have hair on them. I'm not seeing any. I see bees. That's really sweet actually. I like bees. But if I could see a hairy sheep, would be even better. Maybe I'll go towards this tree. Absolutely massive tree. Huge. Oh. There's actually a ton of monsters on there. I've seen a lot of horses actually. Oh wow. A ton of monsters. Oh my gosh. Do you have to like liberate that or something? I don't know. Liberating a tree, is that something people do? I'm not sure. But anyway. ASMR is like a relaxation thing. And I don't know how relaxing this is, as opposed to just me having like a yap session on my own, just talking about like the most random things or whatever's happening like currently on screen or whatever my plans are to do. But I feel like Minecraft in of itself is kind of like a relaxing thing to play usually and to watch. But then again, I'm also playing the Dawncraft mod pack, which, you know, gives you a little bit more. Oh, onions. I should probably grab these, for I need them for the future. Oh my gosh. And then I look up, and there's sheep. You're all bald now. Thank you very much. Thank you for your hair. It will not go to waste. Just gotta make sure these white blocks are not just... What is that? Making sure those white blocks aren't just a piece of snow. Because I don't know. I swear that I looked up and there were no sheep. I went back down again, got those onions, I go back up, boom, there's sheep. Now I could just be crazy. That could have just been all in my head. Unless it's looking back. Alright, let's look at that drifter armor. How do you make white carpet? Okay. 4 pieces, 2 leather. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we got plenty. Oh, why didn't I? Oh, actually, oh, okay. That's fine. Let's just do this. Once I... Good, good. And I can make this. I'll make some steely boots. Do I have iron nuggets in here? No. Okay, make some nuggets. Some nice boots. And a helmet. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this feels really cool. And something is making a ton of noise. I don't know what that is. Okay, the castles, I believe, are like full of pillagers. I'm gonna look at what this tower is. I believe that's another wizard's tower. But if I could somehow clear that out, now that I know what is involved in it, I think it might be a better place to live, considering I would be like right next to a village, and right next to just a ton of stuff. And it's a really cool building. And I know I said before that I don't really want to keep going up and down stairs and stuff, but I changed my mind. I think it'll be okay. We'll make it work. I'm a little scared of the monsters that are in the... I don't know if it's like different monsters. Let's make these sheep bald, because their wool is actually really useful. I'm sorry, sheep. Except that rainbow sheep. Oh, maybe I should shear that rainbow sheep. Let's see what you get from that. Oh, they actually look really cute, bald. Oh, maybe not the... They do kind of, but they also look kind of like alien. That's fine. Alright, let's see what we can do here. They also have just really good resources, it seems like. Paper's fine. More cookies, can't go wrong. More emeralds, even better. Another seed pouch, pretty decent jam. Okay. Why do I have a bunch of flowers? There's the botany thing. And that is the doctor again. Now, there was... Let's see if I can do this. Like, if I just break this, it doesn't free him. So we are okay. Can I revert iron plates? Like, what is an iron plate? Oh, this plate's iron. Okay, hold on. Oh no, it's just like a building block. Okay, that's good to know. That's a shame, because that is a lot of... iron. Hello, Dr. Hoganwarts. Boss. That is true. It is a boss. And I don't think I can kill it. Oh, I hit. Okay. I didn't really do that much. Oh, I hit again. Why does it seem like it's only when it's sideways I can hit it? Wait a minute. That's my first hostile monster I've killed. Is that bad? Let's break some of these and see if there's anything hidden. I'll just do the center ones. Nope, I guess not. Well, they can go back. It's good to know though. Okay. Maybe I'll just break this door. Put it there for now. Don't worry about that. Okay, now it's dark outside. This is a perfect time to use the sleeping bag. Cool. Now then. There isn't as much loot in here as I would have liked. I mean, I'm not complaining. There is loot, to be fair. But I would have liked maybe a little bit more. Okay. Why do they sound like dogs? Oh, okay, let's calm down. Alright, round two. Bit of a 360. Okay, they seem to just be mass spawning. I don't know if that's because of the statues. Like, maybe I'll try breaking the statue and see what that does. Was there any more? And they're still spawning. Do I have a torch? I don't. Ow. Oh wow. Powdered obsidian. What even is that? Oh. it's fine. I'm just gonna pick up everything. I'm still confused as to why wraiths spawn. I don't fully understand that, but it's okay. Apparently my brawler fist, not that bad. A bucket of slime and a golden frog leg. I don't think I've ever seen that before. We have 20 white wool though. That's kind of nice. A bunch of stuff we just kind of don't need though. Now, I would have lived there if it wasn't for the infinitely spawning wraiths. Now my other question is, are they spawning from the cobwebs? That was like my second guess. I have no idea, personally. I have no clue. It's fine. It's no biggie. I think we're doing actually pretty fine, regardless. What is in this? Why is it just a circle of stone? Well, andesite, I suppose. I don't know why I'm going at it at such an awkward angle. Oh, is it literally just a ball of stone? Am I gonna reach the other side in a moment? I'm gonna assume it is just a ball of stone, like a meteor maybe, like fell from the sky or something. I don't really know. I think the best way to do the pillager killing quest though is the ships, and the ships give you pretty good stuff too. I wonder if this would be just as well actually, because I'm pretty sure this is just full of pillagers. I'm gonna hope it's pillagers and not like just vindicators or like magic people. Let's eat a frog leg. And also, I don't really know where the entrance is. Let's see if we can peer inside. I can't really see much. A pillager fortress, okay. Luckily, we don't live too far away. And we'll open that up. Have a look inside. That's really cool. And we will run if. Okay, so they just spawn then. It doesn't go back up. Okay, okay. Ow. Do you want to come over? Oh, you can't get out. Cool. That's 1 out of 10. Oh, and a 100% gem. Okay, now my issue is that it's going to be dark soon. and I don't want to risk it in there. It looks like it's going to be dark soon. Maybe not, maybe not. How long does that last for? A minute and a half? Oh well, let's just go in there. See how it goes. Do they just spawn anywhere in here? Ouch. That's two though. Okay. Oh, they have a sweet little farm as well. Well, if this is really nicely decorated for a pillager home. You kind of expect them to be a little bit more brutish, but they actually do really well. Uh-oh. What was that? What is going on? Oh, I think this one's shooting like rockets or something. Yeah, firework rockets, okay. Okay. Wow, my stamina is a bit of an issue. Are you gonna come round? And quest complete. I'm leaving. Ouch. That's fine. I'm just gonna go to sleep. We don't have to worry. We did the quest. We can leave. And actually, the nice thing about what we just did is, like, yeah, I can come back in the future too. If I need to kill pillagers, I'll get experience or anything like that. Actually, oh yeah, the nice thing is that we didn't have to worry about a raid. That was honestly my biggest concern about going in there, was that if we had to deal with a raid or not. But we didn't. This is actually a success, honestly. I wonder how far people usually see in this game, like the render distance. I upped mine up to 12, I think. It was like on default at maybe 8. I upped it to 12, and I don't know if that's like standard, maybe like a usual amount. I'm not too sure what people typically do. But hello, I did it. give me? Oh, wow, okay. The Goblin Keep is quite a distance away. So he gave me 4 spirit orbs. And if I could find a goddess statue, I could turn that into good stuff. Okay, there's something over there. Hello, hello. Oh, what is this? Bloodstone shards. Wow, okay. Very cool. I'll take free stuff. Yeah, I'm not seeing a goddess. Here's your pumpkin back. I'm not seeing a goddess statue. They're kind of just like little, they kind of look like the copper golems before, just darker. But here is what I'm thinking. I make a bed. I maybe make a new weapon. My armor's not doing too bad for me. I think my armor's fine. Actually have a lot of stuff. But I would also like if I had another waystone. See, my home currently, I'm not a big fan of, and I have a ton of stuff that I really do not need. But let's make a bed, and I might just leave it for now, honestly, and I might just adventure, because why not? But let's take my iron, just in case I need to make anything. And let's take this spruce. Maybe I should cook my meat before I go. That might be a good idea. Is there a furnace in here? No. There's a campfire. That campfire is like tucked behind. It's a gold gate. I mean, I have to step on it to get my food. Let's check. I'm also not a big fan of having to hear Bilbo and Lawrence, the fisherman, yapping all day. I thought I was a big yapper, but these guys take it to another level. Okay, that's really nice. I'll just cook a few more. I already have mutton. Let's do some beef. And maybe those potatoes. Now let's just do the beef, and then we'll go for a roam. Loretta? Hello, Loretta. You're looking menacing. These places are good to live though. They are really nice. And I guess the company is not too bad too. Like, we don't want to be lonely, but I do like the solitude a little more, I think. And I don't want to risk being raided. It looks like the sun is going to set though. So maybe we wait until the morning and then we go. I have no clue. Oh, a wandering traveler, trader, some glowstone. Oh, 10 emeralds for a totem of undying. I think that's good though now. Oh. Oh. What? What did they do? I was literally just about to trade with you. And you disappeared. Am I crazy? Was that not even real? What? Okay. I might be going crazy. And it's still not dark yet. Alright, I guess we're just moving. I guarantee though that as soon as I start going, it's gonna get dark. But yeah, we're just going on a little adventure. There's no harm in it. I would have liked maybe a saddle too. Maybe I could have tamed a horse. Like I made a boat just to go across this little stretch. But no, at least if there is a big piece of water, then at least I have a boat. Win-win. Don't want all the dirt I have, but I'll keep it. It's fine. Wow, what are you? A baby boar. You're really cute, baby boar. You're kind of in my way though. Here we go. Nightfall. Oh, Nightfall. There's this old MMO I used to play. I think it came out like 2005, like the same year as World of Warcraft. He's got the zoomies. Now it's just sniffing. I'm getting distracted. Okay. This old MMO RPG called Guild Wars, and it came out in 2005, like the original one. You might have heard of like Guild Wars 2 and stuff like that. Well, this is the precursor game, like the first one. But it had this expansion pack called Nightfall. Dang. Guild Wars 1, one of my favorite games of all time. It's not like MMO open world in like the traditional sense. What was a little pillager castle over there? Kind of want to avoid that because I don't like the witch people on top. They kind of scare me. But yeah, the game's like instanced. Kind of like you go in an area like in Skyrim, if anyone knows like Skyrim, but basically like each area, each zone has its own loading screen, essentially. And like, yeah, that doesn't really sound great, but like once you've loaded that loading screen for the first time, which doesn't take long to begin with, you know, you're loading in seconds essentially. Maybe not back then because, you know, SSDs and all that, but no, like you load in like 15, 20, 30 seconds, something like that. But the game had so much diversity, so much skill expression with your abilities. Like, it's still popular now, and people still make like new builds and new things to try and stuff like that, which is crazy considering it's been, you know, 20 years. But I think that is just like a testament to how good the game is. Like, for example, I think there's 8 professions, they call them, which are the classes. And you can multi-class, meaning, so you could have like the warrior class, for example, and then there's a monk class. And so if you had your warrior as your primary, you had access to all of the warrior skills. But then if you went secondary profession as a monk, you get a selection to not all of the monk abilities, but like a lot of them. And each class had, you know, like 300 and something skills, I think, each. And they also had elite skills, like an ultimate ability, I guess. But they had like a ton of those too. And there's like titles and stuff again, them all. Wow, what is this place? Let's go have a look at what that is. They had titles that would go towards getting them. And to get elite skills, you had to kill bosses that had the skills. And then you had to have... Oh no. Can I kill this? I don't really know. Why is it on land? And why is it like that? Where'd my bed go? I swear I made a bed. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's just do this. Yeah. To oh, did I dodge that? Very nice. Oh, that's unfortunate, I missed that. Okay, that hurts. I used my bed, didn't I? The bleeding is not... I'm not a fan of. But I want to kill this guy now. Come down here, Estras, the eager. Come on over, I know you want to. Just don't go in the water. That would be most preferable. Okay, he's just flopping away. Whatever. I don't care about fighting him. But yeah, Guild Wars 1, beautiful game. Love that game. I could talk about it all day. I used to look at the lore, read the wiki pages about the lore. I used to be immensely into that game. Not so much anymore. I mean, I still like the game. I'd still want to play it. There's a title actually you can get. So, like I was saying before, how you can like do things to get titles, like collect all the abilities, stuff like that. Well, there is a title for completing titles, and the titles like scale too. For example, there's a cartographer title, so you discover portions of the map, you get more progression towards that title, and you can first start showing off that title when you've done like, I think like 60% of a particular area. So like the first area is called Tyria. You explore 60% of Tyria, you can show off that you've seen 60% of Tyria. Cool. You do 100% of that, and you're a Grandmaster, I believe. I feel like maybe it's Grandmaster Cartographer of Tyria. And that's, finding every portion of that area. And you have to like really uncover the map too. Like it's kind of really particular. But there's cartographer titles for each of the DLC maps, like the expansion places. So like that Nightfall I was mentioning before. There's factions, Eye of the North, and the OG Tyria. So you complete those, it's 4 titles fully maxed out. But then you max those titles out, and boom, you've got progression to, I believe it starts off with kind of a big deal. So then you can show off that you're kind of a big deal because you've completed the first portion, or like a set of titles. And I think the first one starts off at like 6. And then I think, would I say it goes off like kind of a big deal? Yeah. And then I think there's 4 progressions to it. I know one of them is my guild hall smells like rich mahogany, and a guild hall is just like, a guild, like a group, a clan. I don't really know what you'd want to call it, like a big group of people. See, that's one of the other ones. Wow, that is deep. And I can't remember what the other one is. I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. But anyway, I don't really mind those. Those are fine. But there is a big one, and it's called Guam. It's an acronym. Well, people say Guam to shorten it, but the title itself is God Walking Amongst Mere Mortals. And dude, as a kid, I saw that title and I was like, it felt like I was witnessing them, like a legit God walking amongst mere mortals. Like I was nerding out, like a little freak, I guess. I used to want that title so bad, but I was so bad at the game. Like, even now, 20 years later, I've had the game for ages, and I've not finished a single title. A single title. So, you could say I'm kind of a pro at the game. I don't know if I was lazy. I was just a kid, to be fair. I think I was a bit of a social butterfly, actually. I think I enjoyed, like, talking to people and hanging out. But, wow, that title there. And what made it extra special, like, on top of it being already super special and a huge time sink and money sink in the game, is that anyone who got it in Guild Wars 1 would have it in Guild Wars 2. Okay, I'm sold. I need that title. So maybe like once a year, once every 2 years, I will open Guild Wars 1 and I'll be like, okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna get Guam. This is it. This is the year. Because it can take a few months to get it. If you had like a lot of money in the game, which I didn't, and I still don't, it wouldn't be too bad. It'd definitely be a lot easier. And I think it's a lot easier now than it ever was before, because of, you know, less people playing. So it's a lot simpler. Like the economy, which was like player driven in, I say like assisted player driven, like it still fluctuates and stuff like that. But I forgot what I was getting at. Oh yeah, so things are cheaper because of the economy. So it's relatively easier to get. And also, like, you know, people have been playing for decades at this point, so it's almost an overabundance, but not really, because there's still things that are super rare that people still farm for. Like, it's still a possibility to be. This was a great find, get the Waystone. That's perfect. Like, it's still possible to just find something that completely changes the timeline of how soon you can complete that title, or any title. Because there's some titles that kind of do just money sinks. Like, drinking a bunch of alcohol, for example. Like, that just costs money. It's a lot of money. I think I'll take this one too, actually. Now I have some backup poles. An emerald. Iron. Luckily, I have iron. Just one, okay. I feel like I rambled about Guild Wars 1 a little too long there. But I really love the game. And I'd love to try and get Guam one day. I'd love to try and get Guam every single day. And, you know, people have done it multiple times. On like different accounts, on different characters, because it's locked to only one character and you can have a ton. Oh, wow, I'm kind of talking myself into wanting to do it, but I'm terrible. A hippo. I never knew hippos existed in this game. relax, fellas. Oh, and don't even get me started on the lore of Guild Wars. Like I was saying, I would just read the wiki pages, play the game, talk about it with other people that were playing the game. I was invested. I was in it. And then Guild Wars 2 came out, and I loved Guild Wars 2. That came out in 2012. I loved Guild Wars 2. Kind of wasn't really the same vibe, but it was definitely a modern MMO, which I think is kind of what they needed, because Guild Wars 1 was kind of dated, but now, like, even with nostalgia goggles, it's still just a great game. There's a YouTuber who looks at MMOs called Josh Hayes, and he goes back and looks at MMOs and is like talks about if they're like rubbish or, you know, good, anything like that. Drake. And one of them was Guild Wars, and I believe he kept playing Guild Wars after because he enjoyed it that much. A griffin. So I feel like that's kind of a testament to how good Guild Wars is. Okay, now I don't have much food. I have a cookie, some bread, so I'll eat that and see how this goes. Alright, already spotted. Ouch. Now I don't mind if they all fall down there. And there's the Goblin King. I'm just bleeding to death. Wow, those arrows are like, they're really good at shooting. And the Goblin King is on the move. Actually, now that we know how this goes, I'm actually just gonna head home and I think get a sword and a shield. Let's do that. And what's a good shield to make? I guess just a standard shield, right? I don't think there's much more I can do. Yeah, I can't really turn it into a better shield. Now there is these stone shields here, but I need a steel ingot, and I don't know how to get a steel ingot. Vitreous moonstone, a spike shield that I can't get. Elliptical shield, I'm guessing that's another one that needs steel. Yeah. It looks like it would just be the standard shield. That's okay. I think I will make that the next day though. So the next day we will kill and defeat the Goblin King. Really exciting. I kind of look terrifying, but kind of cool. Maybe I'll take the helmet off. It's still just as scary, like a tiefling, like a little devil. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you weren't too stressed. I hope this was as relaxing as it was stressful. Similarly to before, as stressful as it was relaxing. We killed some stuff. We nearly got killed. We checked out some towers. It was a good time. We made some sheep bald. We loved that. That was really fun. They kind of look alien, hairless, but that's okay. They're still cute in their own way. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you.